students, welcome to the second sem class. So this is your first unit, that is linear ICs. This is your fourth class on the operational amplifier. So last class what you studied? In the last class you studied about the differential amplifier and its types and the block diagram of the differential amplifier. Today's class you are going to study the equivalent circuit of the operational amplifier and the op-amp characteristics. So this is nothing but what your equivalent circuit of the operational amplifier. Here you see, all of you know what is this. This is the symbol of the operational amplifier, like this arrow mark, and it has the two inputs and the one output. Okay, till now we studied the symbol of the operational amplifier. Okay, it has the two inputs and only one output. But we don't know what is inside of this operational amplifier. Correct? Till now we don't know what is inside of this operational amplifier. So today you are going to see that is called what your equivalent circuit of the operational amplifier. Okay. So what we have studied till now, it has the two inputs. One is called the positive, another one is called the negative. Okay. So here what happens, always this is for first what happens, it is called the inverting input. So you see, always we are putting here it is minus and here it is plus. According to the pin diagram what happens, it is 2 and it is 3. So that is why first we are taking inverting. So this is what your inverting input and this is what your non-inverting input. So here there is a one resistance, it is called the input impedance or the input resistance. Both are connected. Inverting and the non-inverting are connected with the input impedance. Okay. Next what happens, we are having the two pins. This is your pin number 2 and this is your pin number 3. And this is plus. Always pin number 7 is connected to positive of the power supply and pin number 4 is connected to negative of the power supply. And the 6 is nothing but what your output. Okay. Then next here you see the output is connected to the output impedance. And this output is connected to the one source. Always this source is nothing but what it is, the A is nothing but what your open loop gain into difference of the V2 minus V1. This is one source is connected here. One end is connected to the ground, another one is connected to the output resistance. Okay. So just if you have remembered your operational amplifier definition, what is op-amp? Op-amp is a high gain. That means its gain is very high. I think I already explained in the first class. Gain is nothing but always its general formula is output divided by input. This is one general formula for the gain. If you are studying the voltage gain, then we are saying that output voltage divided by the input voltage. output voltage divided by input voltage. If you are studying about the power gain, then here you have to write the output power divided by the input power. Okay, so here A is called a, only if I have written A, then it is called a open loop gain. Why it is called open loop gain? Because we have not connected any feedback to this circuit, so that is why we are saying that here it is a open loop. Okay, after connecting the feedback, the circuit what you are getting, that is called closed loop, and the gain what we are getting from that circuit, that is called a closed loop gain. Okay, let us revise. Okay, what is operational amplifier? Operational amplifier is a high gain, high input impedance are the resistance, low output resistance, differential amplifier. Differential amplifier. Okay, why it is called differential? Because it is going to amplify the difference between two input signals, so that is why it is called a differential amplifier. Okay, figure shows the circuit of the equivalent circuit. It contains the two inputs, two power supply connections and one output. Inverting and the non-inverting terminals are connected with the input resistance. Output is connected with the output resistance with the source. Okay, let us hope all of you understood this one. Now let us move to study the op-amp characteristics. What do you mean by characteristics? Character is nothing but what? Just you are defining something. Okay, for example, you are just think that you are, how is your ma'am? Then somebody asks, means what you are telling? Oh, that madam, she is getting angry or she is always laughing. They are the some characteristics. She is tall. Okay, she has long hair. They are the characteristics of that teacher. In the same way, if we want to study the characteristics here, this is a one device. Okay, for this what may be the characteristics? The characteristics may be the resistance, impedance. Okay, next you can say that bandwidth, gain. These are all what your characteristics. Okay, so let us study one by one. First one is what your gain. Okay, all of you know the gain. From the beginning of this class, we are hearing this word gain. This op amp has a open loop gain is infinity. Okay, so till now you know the open loop gain. Okay, how much that open loop gain? That is equal to infinity. Okay, and its formula is given, that is V out divided by V in. This is about the open loop gain is a one character. Next character is input impedance and the input current. Okay, input impedance. It has infinite input impedance. It is very important. Okay, till now what we are telling? High. High is how much? It is infinity. Always input impedance is the infinity. When input impedance is infinity, then what about the current? Current is equal to 0. And next, how you are going to measure the input impedance means one terminal is connected to any one of the terminal. In any one multimeter terminal is connected to any one of the inverting or the non-inverting terminal with respect to ground, then you are going to get the input impedance. Similarly, can you guess what is the output impedance? What I am explaining in the definition, output impedance is low. Low is nothing but how much? Low is nothing but 0. Okay, always what happens? Its output resistance or the impedance is equal to 0. Okay, now move to the next parameter, that is 0 input offset voltage. So first you should know what is offset voltage. Okay, afterwards let us come to the 0 input offset voltage. What is offset voltage means? Offset voltage is, it is a voltage that must be applied between the two input voltages to null the output voltage. Okay. So is there with me? What is the offset voltage? It is the voltage that must be applied between the two input voltages to null the output voltage. Okay, here you are having your operational amplifier. Correct? Okay. If input voltage is 0, inverting voltage is 0, non-inverting voltage is 0, then what you are expecting the output voltage? What is the formula for this one? That is minus of A into Vin. Okay, whatever may be the A value. What is your input voltage? Difference of these two, 0 minus 0 is 0. A into 0 is 0. You should get the 0 volts. Correct? When the input voltages are 0, you should get the output voltage 0. But practically it is not possible. Okay? It is not possible. Why? Because inside this we are having the differential amplifier circuits, correct? That too transistor differential biased differential amplifier circuits. Okay, when we are using the transistor, then even though in the reverse bias we are having the some current due to minority carriers, that is called whatever leakage current. Okay, when you switch on the power supply here, what happens? You are going to get the minority carriers. That minority carriers are amplified and you are going to get some millivolts at the output, even though if you are having the inputs 0 and 0. But it is not accurate. Correct? When we are using for some applications, you should get, when it is 0 means you should get 0. So to null that output voltage, we are applying some voltage here. That voltage is called the offset voltage. Okay, that voltage is called the offset voltage. But when you are going to get the 0 input offset voltage means only for the ideal diode. Okay, ideal diode. Okay, one thing I forget to tell. So whatever here we are studying now, these are the ideal op-amp characters. Okay, ideal op-amp characters. Usually what happens for the practical op-amp, we can say that it has high gain. For the practical op amp, it is not possible to get the gain is equal to infinity and 0 input offset voltage, in the same way 0 output voltage and 0 infinite input resistance. This is happened only for the ideal. Okay. And next comes the infinite output voltage range. Output voltage range is infinite. Next is the bandwidth is also very high in the ideal op amp and it has 0 output impedance. Okay, these are what your ideal op amp characteristics. In the same way, if you compare for the practical or the normal op amp characteristics, then what happens when then we are saying that gain is high, input impedance is high, low input current, low offset voltage, next high voltage range, high bandwidth, and next is the 0 output resistance. These are all called the ideal. These are all called the ideal op amp characteristics. Okay. You should differentiate the ideal and the practical op amp characteristics. In the next class, I am going to explain you the practical op amp characteristics. Ideal is nothing but what? 100%. Okay. So that is why we are going to get the infinity gain and infinity resistance. Practically, it is not possible. Okay, only for the ideal operation, ideal op amps, it is possible. Practically, it is not at all possible. Okay, so the same characters are there for the practical op amp. Just in detail, we are going to study the definition of the CMRR and the slew rate. Another one, just you remember, slew rate, CMRR is equal to infinity for the ideal operational amplifier. Okay, so let us see the books, what you have to refer. And this is what about my concern about yours. Okay, and this is also my concern towards my students. Please read all the PPTs and the videos. Today I am going to give you the assignment. That assignment you have to send through the Teachmint app. Tomorrow is the last day for the submitting the assignment. Okay, I will put the question in the Teachmint only. You do one thing, you in one notebook you write all the question answers, take the photos and upload in the same Teachmint app. Tomorrow is the last day. After tomorrow, I am not going to accept any assignments. Let us hope all of you understood this. So that is why today I have taken only 10 to 15 minutes class. Okay. Meet in the next video.